Nā reira, kai te mihi atu kia koe Camp Swainson-Whaanga, no Ngāti Rākai Pāka, there's Ngāti Pro, Ngāti Kahungunu Whānui in there as well. Kai a koe, nau mai Camp, kia ora.
Atamare, morena koutou, so excited to be here, and thank you, huge mihi to yourself, Joe, May, and Ako Aotearoa for organising this Tuia Te Ako. I want to take this moment to acknowledge, Te Reo Māori Society and Ngā Tamatoa for all their work, and also Amakura and your Auntie Hana, everything that they did. And Monowai was correct when she said the amount of gratitude that next generation have for what you all did back then. I'm about to talk about gamification in Te Reo Māori and how it can help, but I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for everything that you guys did. I wouldn't even be able to create games that teach Te Reo if it wasn't for the work and mahi that you all did, knocking on the doors, running away from dogs, things like that. That's just mind-blowing to our generation. We want to do a survey, 33,000, we just go on Facebook, click the link, there's no dogs for us. But so a huge mihi, I just wanted to acknowledge all the work, and I'm so grateful because people like me can now do this. I just wanted to, I'm just going to focus on sort of what gamification is and Te Reo Māori. I'm going to try not to make it an advertisement for what we've done. I'm just going to try and focus on the technology that exists in general. If anyone wants to find out more what we've done, there's websites and it's got a lot of information. So I'm deliberately trying not to focus ourselves on what we've done as such. But in form of gamification and also in language learning, I think platforms like Duolingo just exploded a couple of years ago and things like that. And I think it proves and shows that there's a desire and a demand to learn languages through online, but also a gamified way. But my advocacy is that it never replaces kanohi ki te kanohi. I think what this actually does is it's a gateway. It gets people over that initial nervousness, gets them started on the path, and actually I think kanohi ki te kanohi and classes around the motu and that will absolutely start to fill up more if we can get them started and get them comfortable. So that's my standpoint on that. It will never replace face-to-face and what our nannies and all that can do and still do. So gamification is a wide concept, and referring to our nannies and that, they used to make it fun and gamified back in the day. So gamification has been around for a while. When you make learning fun, rewarding, competitive, that's gamification in my mind. So a simple quiz, like a gamification could be just making a quiz. You answer the questions and you get some points. Even Google Forms and that can do quizzes. So that is gamification. The variety can go as how much gamification to the point where it's on PlayStation, Xbox, you run around, things like that. So that's the far end of gamification, but they're just very simple gamification. It's making it fun, a little bit of a reward system. So that's really just to clarify around gamification is really wide, and obviously with technology now becoming more and more prevalent, devices and all that, and I think with the lockdown and the pandemics, it really forced people to go online. So now may be a great time to release, and we're very fortunate. What I'm going to show shortly is resources that we've been able to make thanks to Te Mātāwai. They've funded us to do this, and we currently have 13,000 students across the country and whānau, across 700 different schools are using this resource. It's free. We have 60 levels, 600 lessons and assessments built into the platform at the moment, with many more to come and release. But some of the technology allows you to log in. It can be tracked by teachers and parents and whānau and iwi leaders of how everyone's going in the hapu or the marae. It also can test and assess you. So you can watch a little video, and that's our approach, but a lot of them have done that, where you can use a video to do the lesson, which is replacing when you can't get to a teacher in person, you could do it in your own time. And then there's assessment tools, which many of us have done, whether it's a multi-choice question, free text answer, things like that. But where technology is going, there's a lot more assessment tools. So you can now look around a 3D sort of 360-degree scene and find objects and things. So it just makes it a little more kinesthetic, a little more hands-on learning. So that's some of the new technology that exists. Also now with voice to text, so you can answer a question using your voice. For those who are not very good, if you might have dyslexia or some are more kinesthetic learners, they know the information in that, but it's just not great for them to spell it or write it down. So technology now exists, which you can just voice it and it'll answer it and it can go for it. With the platform's internet access, the gamification side where you unlock avatars, you unlock rewards, you unlock what we've made, and I'll show you shortly, is with the help of Papakura Marae, you unlock and slowly unlock Papakura Marae. And this is the reward system. Even adults like the rewards. That's where Duolingo is doing really well. Even adults like a little bonus and a little, the old, gold star type feel. That's where this can really help. And just to Mihi Te Paora, the TEC, who's talking around those 7 areas to rewire the whole system. I think gamification of learning can also help teach what are the new systems and the new ways, not just for Te Reo Māori or the language, but also gamification can be a fun and engaging way to teach whatever new we want, if there is a new system needed, if there's a rewiring needed. So I'll just share my screen and show you a demo of...
Give some demos, yeah. I'm scared you'll run out of time, so give us some demos, please.
Yes, no worries. So I'm just going to show you the voice. Now, I'll push pause on this. Practice pronouncing phrases from the previous quest. So this software I'm about to show you is actually created by Te Hiku Media, Peter Lucas and Keone up north, and they've allowed us to embed it in our game. So it's voice recognition using AI. So they've trained the computer to listen for Te Reo Māori and assess just how accurate the vowel pronunciation and the word pronunciation is. Now at the moment they've done a lot of training on Ngāpuhi dialect, and it's thousands and thousands of hours of recordings the computer needs to listen to. But they are reaching out and they are running through Moanga, Te Kahunganunu and other iwi dialects. So over the next few years it will get better and better, even based on dialect and mita around the motu. So I'll just play this little short demonstration of AI and voice recognition for Te Reo Māori. Practice pronouncing the phrases from the previous quest. So what you can do, here's what I have to say. I can practice it first. Kei te horoi I a rātou pereti. Now 72%. Now what it does, the red is where you were really not good. And then the slight other red means so you can work on it. So you can see the word there. Kei te horoi. So I could probably be better with my O. I a rātou was pretty good. Pereti was not great. So this is the assessment and the learning guide, I guess, as you go along. Now, once you feel confident, we've set it at 50% at the moment where you can pass this question. You get 3 attempts. You can make it really strict later on when you get really good with the language. Keep it at 80, 90, 95% accuracy. So here I go, push start. Kei te horoi I a rātou pereti. Yeah. Okay, let's go for 80 plus. I'll just do this one. Ana ia ki tō koutou kāinga. 89, yes. E oma ana ia ki tō koutou kāinga. Yes. One more. Korua pehu tō mātou maunga. 90, come on. Oh, 80. See, so where have I got to work on? I could practice again. Yeah, so I just thought I'd show that that little bit there of just showing what technology could do. But as I always say, it still doesn't replace face-to-face, but at least in your own time, 8 o'clock at night, all the thousands upon thousands of us could be getting a bit of a teacher in our bedroom, you know, and this all works, the technology can work. So that's just amazing work with Te Hiku up north. The other little demo I'm going to show is... This one here, so now this is really taking gamification to the stratosphere, you could say. So we're hoping to release this next Friday. We've got last 7 days of testing to see if we're comfortable to release it. So this gives you that really real world feel. So you walk around, and thanks to Papakura Marae and Tony Kake and them, they have approved us to use their carvings, their marae, as what you unlock.
The way to the correct
It's a little example of the lesson you could watch inside the game.
5 short vowels are ah, pronounced like ah in the word after. E, pronounced like the vowel e.
So you can see there's a multi-choice question. This is only a short video. Do I have about 4 minutes left, Joe?
You've got about 3 minutes left.
3, okay.
Because I know it'll take another minute beyond that.
This is my last little video to show everyone. Just showing, see how you can run around. You've got to click the right kupu that represents the pronunciation of that particular ah with the macron.
It's an avatar, is it?
That's right, the avatar. Now that mata ora is actually someone's mata ora that they've approved us, to use, because I'm really mindful and cautious of cultural misappropriation and that. So we make sure, that's why we partnered with Papakura Marae, so that everything we use is approved. And, it's a big concern, and so should be. So here's another answer type. We actually got to type it in so you can assess. And I'll just show you. So now that it's finished, this level 10 questions. So that's one reward. So we have 60 levels, and so each level you slowly unlock this huge marae area. I'll just fast forward it a little. There's a little bit more unlocked. Now, if anyone's been out to Papakura Marae, what we've done is we've just taken it back about 600 years and sort of created what Papakura Marae would have looked like, I guess, back in the day if it was, if it had been established back then. And so, we also feel, and there'll be a lot of researchers that can say that this type of learning really helps embed it a bit more. You've got a very visual cue to what you're learning at times. So the learning could actually be even more solid and help. And so I'll just show on our site here what we've done with our technology, which others will be able to do. Is that any of you want to create a resource, you can go onto our platform and create it yourself. You can see a range of testing areas there. If you just go to, you can either go to Te Whare or Te Reo.co.nz, or you can go to glimslearning.com and you can create your own for free. Just create an account called Teacher. You can drag and drop and create your own Te Reo gamified resources. But that's my presentation in kōrero. Thank you.
I'll let you introduce Kyla shortly, but I'll just mihi to you, Cam, kia ora koe. There's a couple of questions. Someone's saying it's incredible, and when would this tech become available? That's from Maturatima. Lisa Kohunui loves it. Wow, yes. So this is, in my talk, I've talked about the other day how technology has really been an instrument in invading my mind, if you like. I moved from Mahi as a kid, where Reo was the main language I heard. And then in Hastings and Omahu, we had Pākehā English language radio in the 1950s. And so my world became an English language. It was fed with English. Now I'm saying that's what technology does, and we can use technology now to bring back Te Reo. And this is really why I wanted Cam on today, to demonstrate how we can. It's really endless out there what we can do with technology, and so he's demonstrated that just to us today. Nā reira ngā mihi nui kia koe, Cam. no te whānau whānga, tēnā koe I kuhu mai ki roto I a tātou whakahaere a tātou kōrero I tēnei ata. Nā reira tēnā koe.